Hey you guys, this is Catherine, Certified Nutrition Consultant with Foods That Heal You, and I'm going to review my how to make my hemp seed banana smoothie in this video. And I'm going to go through why it is such a powerful breakfast. It is my favorite breakfast in the morning because it gives you energy that is sustaining. You've got banana that's going to help give you energy, and then you have hemp seeds that are going to give you whole protein, so you don't have to add that crappy protein powder into your smoothies. That stuff is going to spike insulin. It's just protein. There's no fiber in it. There's no other nutrients in it. Our bodies need nutrients, not just protein. I do urinalysis tests of people, and it's surprising how many people are concerned about protein and they're not protein deficient. The problem is usually that they're fat deficient. Now, you don't want to go out and start consuming massive amounts of fat, but I'm just trying to put this in perspective. People's focus is a little bit off. 97% of America is fiber deficient. Only 3% are protein deficient. So we got to look for balance in our diets. So this breakfast is a really super balanced. You're going to get energy, you're going to get healthy fats, healthy protein. 1 or 2 servings of this is going to be equal to your protein powders, but you get so much more in hemp seeds than you do in a protein powder. In hemp seeds, you're getting, I'm going to just read a few things off here. You're getting iron, potassium, B vitamins, folate, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc. You're getting a ton of nutrients. You're getting omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in perfect ratio. You're getting protein, a really good protein. I did my urinalysis because I have a lab test that I can provide as a practitioner. I have a lab test. I did my urinalysis. I had no animal food the day I did my test. I had hemp seeds and beans, and I had plenty of protein. I did not show up with a protein deficiency. And you would think with me as thin as I am that I would have a protein deficiency, but I actually don't. So these 2 ingredients right here are going to give you the energy, and you're going to be sustained. Your blood sugar is going to be balanced. People are so worried about sugar. Sugar from fruit is not a problem when it's in its original package. You've got fiber, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients. You have tons of nutrients in the banana when you eat the whole banana as a whole food. The fiber in there will help slow that insulin down so it doesn't spike. And then when you add the hemp seeds, you've got the fats and the proteins. Now, the key to the food combining with this is I always tell people you want to eat fruit on an empty stomach all by itself. Because if you eat it with other food, it won't digest. It'll rot, ferment in your gut, feed yeast, candida, and all kinds of disease. Undigested food will feed disease. However, bananas are an exception to the rule. Bananas combine well with nuts and seeds. So that's why I came up with this recipe, because you get the fruit for energy and you also get the fats and the proteins. If I were to put this banana in here and add protein powder, you're not going to digest this banana. It's going to feed disease. It's going to be undigested food that's going to rot, ferment, feed candida and yeast. So those of you with yeast overgrowth, I have people go through my 21-day detoxification program and they do terrific. Why? Because I implement proper food combining. You don't spike insulin, so you don't have that, your insulin fat storage hormone. You're not going to spike insulin on this. And you're going to digest the sugars in it, assuming that your digestion is healthy. Now, if you need digestive enzymes to help you, that's another topic. But I'm talking about just basic food combining that will help your food digest, putting the food in your body in the right order. Digestive enzymes come after the stomach. Digestive enzymes work in the small intestines. Food combining works in the stomach. So we start with the stomach, we start with the mouth, we chew our food first, okay, which the blender will kind of do for us, because digestion starts in the mouth, and then we get to the stomach where we want to make sure that we're putting the proper food combining, the food groups that digest well together, and that's how I have this set up. And then I also have almond milk here, which you can use to make it a little bit creamier, but honestly, I use water now because almond milk, unfortunately, commercial almond milk is basically just a bunch of chemicals with a few almonds and water. So I personally have started using just water in my recipe, and it tastes terrific. Really, it's good. So I would recommend starting off with bananas, hemp seeds, and water. And if you want it different taste, you can go ahead and try the almond milk, or like some people do half almond milk, half water. That's fine too. So these are the basic ingredients, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put this together because one mistake I'm seeing people make is that they're saying it's not thick enough. Well, your smoothie's not going to be very thick if you add too much water or almond milk. you don't add more junk to your smoothie to make it thicker. You just add less water and you use ingredients like hemp hearts and banana that are creamy. This is a really creamy, nutritious smoothie, okay? And it's very sustaining. And if you say, well, a smoothie is not gonna hold me over for breakfast, you're not making your smoothie big enough. This smoothie here is going to sustain me for several hours. And in fact, it doesn't look very big. This is about 1.5 bananas here. And I generally add 6 tablespoons of the hemp seeds. Now, you can do just 3 tablespoons if you want. That's fine, but since I need extra protein, I just know I do, because I don't eat animal foods, and I want to turn this into basically my protein shake. That's kind of how I do this. Now, if you eat animal foods, you may not need to have as much hemp seeds as I'm putting in, but I also need extra fat. My urinalysis results told me I'm a little bit deficient in my fats. So I double up on the hemp seeds. The urinalysis can be a really good guide if you're not sure where you are on your dietary needs or dietary stresses. And that's why I'm mentioning that in here, just so you know why I do the things the way I do, because everyone's different. You might not need what I need. So I just altered this recipe a little bit to adjust to my individual needs, okay? If you're trying to lose weight, you might want to only do 3 tablespoons of the hemp seeds or 4 tablespoons in 1 banana. So again, everybody's different, but the general recipe, just so you don't get confused, is like 1 frozen banana, 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts, and then cover it with water, okay? And make it whatever consistency. Now, if you want to add ingredients, there's a couple things that you can add to boost it a little bit. The one thing that you can add is Oceans Alive, and this is part of my detoxification program. The Oceans Alive is a superfood. The cool thing about this is you can't taste it at all. Those green powders, you can taste them in there. They're a little bit gritty. This is a really concentrated superfood that's liquid and it's hot. It's got every nutrient ever known to man to create a healthy new cell, because it was literally, marine phytoplankton was literally the first food on the planet. And this, if you just Google this, you'll see tons. Naturalnews.com, he's got a really good article on marine phytoplankton. So if I'm going to add a superfood, this is what I add, is a squirt or 2 of the Oceans Alive. You don't have to, like I said, it doesn't matter. But if you want to just add a boost to it, a vitamin mineral boost to it, that's oxygenate. It's very high in oxygen, phytonutrients, all that good stuff. So you can add that to it. It won't make it gritty. You won't really taste it. It smells terrible, but don't be misled. It really gets hidden well. These bananas are pretty strong. The other thing that you can add, which I like to add, are cacao nibs or cacao powder, or I like raw carob powder. Somebody that did my detox recommended carob powder, asked about it, and I was like, well, that's really cool. So I actually did not like the regular carob powder, so I bought the raw carob powder, and I really liked the raw carob powder compared to the regular because it tastes more chocolatey and creamy to me. So anyway, if you want like chocolate chips, make sure it's not sugar. You don't want cacao with sugar added. So look at your label, but this is super high in antioxidants. And if you don't have too much adrenal stress, you can go for this. If you have a problem with chocolate or your adrenals, then go for the carob. That would be the smarter thing to do. All right, so let's go ahead and go through how I do this. So I've got my bananas already in here. Sometimes you might want to let this sit out for a few minutes so that the bananas can soften up if they've been frozen. Otherwise, it'll be hard to blend. And then I have my hemp hearts in a separate container here. I get mine at Costco. They are super cheap at Costco. Oh my gosh, I save so much money getting these at Costco. That's why I have organic. I would normally not buy organic hemp hearts because they are so expensive. And the non-organic are non-GMO at least. Organic's gonna be better if you can find them at Costco or you can afford it. Buying a bigger bag helps as well, but you don't have to get organic. You can get non-organic. I'm gonna, like I said, add 6 tablespoons. 2. All right. Now it seems like you would taste nothing but these hemp seeds, and the other thing, but you don't. The other thing is you can just eat these straight. You can just take a spoon and just eat these as a snack. I'm telling you, these hemp seeds are a massive super. I can't say enough good about hemp seeds. Okay, and they say hemp hearts on here, but hemp seeds. Hemp hearts, whatever. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to add is I'm going to just cover it with water. Now you can cover it with water or almond milk. but I have noticed that if I pour in the water and just cover the bananas pretty much almost to the top there, that it seems to blend really well and I get a really good consistency. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 dropper full of the Oceans Alive. Like I said, I can't taste it in there, so why not, right? I'm gonna add that in, boost it up with some phytonutrients, some alkalizing minerals, whatever. And then I got my cacao nibs, if I can get them open. I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of these in here. And they blend up, but they still have a little bit of crunch. It's almost like you get, it's a little bit of crunch of chocolate chips in there. And the banana is sweet enough that since these are not sweet, it sweetens these up, okay, naturally and creamy naturally. So that is my hemp seed banana smoothie right there, you guys, all right? And you're just going to flip it over. I don't know what kind of blender you have. Put it on your blending machine here, and you are going to have a thick smoothie. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause the camera really quick, blend this so you don't have to listen to it blend. Then I'm gonna unpause, show you how nice and thick and creamy it is, and then we'll be done, all right? Hang on a second. Okay, I'm back, and my smoothie is blended. It's ready to pour into my glass. So I just wanna show you how creamy and thick this is. Now, you can see little speckles in there, and that is, look how thick that is. Those little speckles are the chocolate chips or the cacao chips, cacao nibs. Anyway, there you go. There's your banana hemp seed smoothie. Like I said, you can make it chocolate. If you are, I forgot to mention this, if you are a fan of vanilla, you can use vanilla extract. That's another awesome thing that you can add to that. So cheers, have a great day. If you'd like to learn more, you can check out my website, foodsthathealyou.com. I also have foodsthathealyoucbd.com for those of you interested in CBD hemp oil. You can also check out my Facebook page. All right, thanks you guys for watching. Have a great day.